DNA is actually quite fascinating. Within the structure of DNA, there's an astounding amount of information. Think of it like sentences in a book. DNA is a language, a code, and a script that carries genetic instruction. It gives the information for eye color, the pattern of butterfly wings, and so much more. Watch this.
Scientists' understanding of biological information advanced dramatically when Cambridge University researchers James Watson and Francis Crick made a startling discovery. They found that the structure of the DNA molecule stores information in the form of a 4-character digital code. Strings of precisely sequenced chemicals called nucleotide bases supply the assembly instructions, the information for building the crucial protein molecules that living cells need to survive. Crick later came to realize that the chemical constituents in DNA function like letters in a written language, or digital symbols in a section of computer code.
Our DNA is like a computer code, but according to Bill Gates, way more advanced.
I used to ask my students a question when I was teaching. If you want to give your computer a new function, what do you have to give it? And they would know. They would say code or software or instructions, a program. All those are the correct answer. To generate a new function in a computer, you have to have code. You have to have instructions. The same thing turns out to be true in biology. This is the great discovery of the second half of 20th century biology.
We know that someone has to create code for computer software to work. When we see a written letter, we know someone wrote it. And when we look at Egyptian hieroglyphs, we know someone drew them. Why would we think anything different about the code in our DNA? DNA's language is not random or something that happened by chance. Every sequence is vital, conveying specific instructions. It defies randomness and exemplifies intelligent design that points to God.
Because the crucial question in the origin of animal life and the origin of life itself is, where did the information come from? Information stored digitally in the DNA molecule. Where did that information come from that is necessary to build these new forms of life? And I realized that the answer to that question is intelligence. The cause now in operation, the cause of which we know from our uniform and repeated experience, another key idea from Lyell, that is capable of producing information is intelligence. Whether we're looking at a hieroglyphic inscription, or a paragraph in a book, or a section of computer code, or even information embedded in a radio signal, whenever we see information, especially when we find information in a digital or typographic form, and we trace it back to its ultimate source, we always come to a mind, not a material process. So the discovery that information is running the show in life, the discovery that there are these huge infusions of information in the history of life, such as the one that occurs in the Cambrian explosion, suggests that a designing intelligence has played a role in the history of life.
That sounds like intelligent design to me.